Across the empty parking lots, the dim-lit streets, and the quiet edges of America's suburbs, a silent migration is underway. A new kind of nomad is emerging. Not travelers, not tourists, but working Americans, families, and retirees, all forced by circumstance into their cars, vans, and RVs. In 2025, this is no longer a fringe phenomenon. It's a reflection of a country struggling to keep its people housed. What used to symbolize freedom, the open road, is now becoming a symbol of survival. The unfolding reality. Reports estimate millions of Americans now live part or full-time in vehicles. In cities like Los Angeles, Seattle, Phoenix, and Denver, parking lots are lined each night with minivans, old sedans, and campers. According to outreach groups, these people aren't just homeless, they're the working displaced. People who earn a paycheck but can't afford rent. Local authorities in California estimate that nearly half of the state's homeless population now sleeps in vehicles. In Florida, nonprofit data shows more families using parking lots as temporary homes than ever before. From Portland to Austin, the trend is spreading, accelerated by inflation, high housing demand, and stagnant wages. The cost of shelter. In 2025, the average cost of rent in many U.S. cities surpasses $2,000 a month. For millions, even two jobs can't keep up. Homeownership, once the foundation of the American dream, feels like a distant fantasy. So people do what they must. They move into what they have: a van, a truck, an SUV, a camper. They cook on portable stoves. They shower at gyms or public restrooms. They park strategically to avoid tickets or danger. And every night, they hope for a few hours of quiet before the world wakes again. The new middle class on wheels. It's not just the jobless or the desperate. Many of these vehicle dwellers are teachers, nurses, Uber drivers, and retirees. They're people who once had stable apartments, who lost them after rent hikes or medical bills. They are the new American middle class, priced out, pushed out, and forced to adapt. A retired couple from Arizona lives in a small RV, traveling from one Walmart lot to another. A nurse in Los Angeles sleeps in her van between 12-hour shifts because her rent doubled overnight. And a single mother in Oregon wakes each morning before sunrise, drives her kids to school, and parks in a church lot to rest, afraid of being seen. These are not isolated stories. They're the faces of a hidden economy. Why 2025 feels different. The year 2025 is unique because the cracks have widened. Government data shows that while unemployment remains low, cost of living has surged, especially in housing, fuel, and food. For every new home built, nearly 2 are lost to rising costs or redevelopment. Meanwhile, affordable housing projects lag years behind demand. And as developers chase luxury profits, the average worker faces impossible math, forcing more and more Americans into what advocates call vehicular survival. A nation on wheels. Look closely, and you'll see signs everywhere. Empty storefronts turning into overnight shelters. Church parking lots filled after dark. Families gathered in RVs outside closed shopping centers. It's not just a housing crisis, it's a social transformation. Some call it the van living explosion. Others call it economic displacement. But for many Americans, it's just life. The only way to stay afloat in a country where a home has become a luxury. The legal struggle cities are divided on how to respond. Some, like Los Angeles and Seattle, have introduced safe parking zones, monitored lots where people can park overnight safely. Others, like San Francisco and Denver, impose heavy fines or bans on vehicle habitation, pushing people further into the margin. In one city, a homeless vehicle fee has been proposed, charging hundreds of dollars per year just to park legally. For many, it's a cruel paradox. Pay for a car to live in it, and then pay again for permission to exist there. A public health crisis in slow motion. Living in vehicles means living without sanitation, electricity, or consistent meals. Health experts warn of rising illness, stress, and trauma among vehicle dwellers, especially families with children. The lack of stable shelter disrupts education, employment, and healthcare access, feeding a cycle that is hard to escape. Yet, amid these challenges, many people describe their vehicles as the last shield, a fragile barrier between them and sleeping on the street. The community response. Across the U.S., local nonprofits, churches, and volunteers are stepping in. In San Diego, safe parking programs, now include security, showers, and case management. In Colorado, RV-based outreach teams deliver food and medical checks. In Oregon and Nevada, new coalitions are lobbying for city-sanctioned lots with restrooms and trash pickup. It's progress, but it's not enough. For every safe parking space available, there are often 10 vehicles waiting. 9. What this means for the future. If the current trend continues, experts estimate that by 2026, vehicle living could double nationwide. The line between housed and homeless is blurring. Owning a car no longer guarantees mobility. It may soon be the last refuge of those left behind by the system. Economists warn that unless housing affordability is addressed head-on, vehicle residency will become the new American normal. This is more than a housing issue. It's a question of dignity, equality, and the social contract that defines a nation. When millions live in cars, while luxury apartments sit empty, something fundamental has broken. In every dimly lit parking lot, every minivan turned into a home, lies a reflection of America's imbalance. A silent message. When people must live in vehicles to survive, the crisis has already begun. And as 2025 unfolds, the question lingers in every engine's quiet hum. Is this temporary, or is this the future of the American dream?